Hey guys, this is Mr. Crunch. I was making a video saying how I'm gonna be starting a new project on Unity 3D, and I did. I'm following this guy's tutorial. Um, it is right here. I think that's it. With here, let's see what his name is. Bergzerd Arcade is his name, and his tutorials right now, I am on number 9 out of like 280, and they are cool, but they do not make too much sense in the coding. I have not programmed in C Sharp, and he just like goes through and doesn't seem like he explains everything. But I can explain all the code, I can read it. I can tell you what, it took me a lot more time to write it. But I'll tell you guys what we've done so far. We got 3 cubes, and they chase you, and they will attack you. I just put 3 cubes in, but so the second bottom health bar right here is the cube's health, and I can attack one of the cubes. As you can see, it's going a little down, and all the cubes like to attack me. And there's a cooldown for the attack, and they like to chase me. And on the bottom over here, you can see the line where they see me. And something this guy is doing different is vector 3 stuff, which to tell you the truth, I do not fully understand at all. I probably don't even closely understand what it is. But if I was gonna redo this, I'd be doing ray casting with physics. But I'm gonna follow this guy. Maybe he's just gonna leave the cool stuff at the end. I don't know. Alright, so I can move around. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, now to explain the stuff, the first thing I did was player health. Alright, let's close this and that. Alright, so we're using C Sharp with a normal C Sharp script. There's some things it'll create for you. So test 001. There you go. It creates this for you. And start is what happens when you first load the script, and update is every frame. Yeah, it tells you. Update is called once per frame, and start is used at the very start of the script. So the first one I did was player health and public. So I did public integers, and all public integers will show up right here. And if they're max health, that was a public integer, and it shows up right here. Now if I made it private, I'll save it. It disappeared. Yeah. So that's what public does in Unity 3D, and I'm sure it has the other ways of doing public and private within, like C++ and all the other programming languages. To do the health bar length, this part I do not understand fully. So at the beginning, it gives you the health bar length of half of your screen width, and there's the function on GUI, graphical user interface. It creates a rectangle box, 10 from the top of the screen, 10 from the left. Gosh, I don't know how I forgot that. I forget what 20 means, but yeah, I forget what 20 means, but I'm sure it's something defining the rectangle. That's probably the height of the rectangle, I'm gonna guess. Health bar length, which is right here, and then the text says current health divided by max health. Public void adjust current health. That's, you'll see that later. And this is just making sure you're not using G-Engine or something like that. But health bar length is screen dot width divided by 2. And he did not change it. I don't want to do anything that he isn't doing just yet, because I'm afraid I'll screw something up. But so I was confused by he didn't use health bar length to make the width. But anyways, it times it by the difference and percentage right here. That's the first script I did. Same thing with enemy health, player attack. There's a cooldown timer. Attack key is F, and you have to be within 2.5 meters to attack them, and it subtracts 10 units off their health. And the vector 3, I do not understand that. Maybe you can pause it, look at it, and tell me. That'd be awesome if you can explain it really well. And same thing for enemy attack, other than it doesn't need a key. Alright, enemy I, yeah, let's say enemy AI. Okay, awake. My transform equals transform. I think this just sets a shorter name for transform. Oh no. My transform equals transform. That saves memory usage, so it doesn't have to go call for the transform X, Y, and Z every time it looks for it. So it just calls right here instead of having to go right here, and somehow that saves a lot of processing. Or yeah. Game object go. I'm pretty sure that stands for game object. Like I said, he doesn't explain his code, he writes it, and he's like go, and then he slurs like I do, I guess. But I don't know, I like his tutorials. Find game object with tag. That is a Unity 3D function. I think it's cool. So you tag, all the enemies will be tagged with the enemy tag. If you're a player, you'll be tagged with the player tag. So the max distance equals 2. That means that's as close as it gets you is 2, so they're not running into you the entire time. They're just next to you, staring at you the entire time. So look at target, move towards target. This is what this right here does is it rotates you using quaternion slurp. That is like some function where it makes you rotate slowly, and it does a bunch of things with the coordinates. But my transform dot rotation, so it gets your rotation, the enemy's rotation gets your rotation, your position, and how much it needs to rotate to look at you. And then it does that by rotation speed times delta time. And I set rotation speed in Unity 3D because it's a public interface. So I set it right here. Okay, last but not least, I'm sure you guys are bored to death, but I don't know. I'm sure I'll learn how to do something cool. Targeting. This is crazy. So, you make an array right here, makes a list, and you add your targets to the array, and the game object array, the game objects will equal the game object array go. Sorry, let me recoup here. Alright, so this creates the array of all the enemies with the tag of enemy. And for each enemy in this array, it'll add their X, Y, and Z coords. This makes, well, you know what? I'm not going to explain it because it's going to take me a while to look at it, think about it, and it's just going to take forever. I don't know how long this video is, but I don't know. I like it. The tutorials are, to rank them, I'd rank them 7 out of 10. I rarely get even 7 out of 10. I think most video tutorials suck. Okay, I guess that's it to talk about this. You can download his tutorials at demonoid.me. Demonoid.me. There you go. Right here. Or you can just search that up in the search query. So download it, 14.1 gigs, so try it, see if you like it. You can also download Unity 3D at unity3d.com. Alright, thanks guys for watching, later.